starring Zac Efron on Amazon Prime. Next, on the left, we're seeing two of the newer sound stages, 22 and 23, which were built in 2016 for Hairspray Live. And these do look a little different from the other sound stages we've seen. And that's because there's actually offices attached to the front of the buildings. Usually, like we saw earlier outside of the 40s, there's usually trailers, which are used for the hair, makeup, wardrobe, dressing rooms, but these newer sound stages have all those offices built into them, so you don't need the extra clutter of all of the trailers. Recently, stage 23 has been used for the NBC sitcom Kenan, starring Kenan Thompson, you know from SNL, All That, and Kenan and Kel. But we are now officially making our way into the back lot, which is where a lot of large-scale exterior scenes are filmed. Most notably coming up on the right here, the Metro sets, or Metropolitan sets, is the Brownstones, which you might recognize from shows like The Mindy Project and Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And they were also used in the movie Bruce Almighty, starring Jim Carrey.
Raise the dog! I'm in the shower! Inside bad, outside good. Inside bad, outside good.
Oh, you're done now. Great.
Beautiful.
But we are now making our way into Courthouse Square, which you might recognize as the downtown area for the Peacock series Rutherford Falls, starring Ed Helms and Jenna Schnee.
Are you excited?
For what?
We're on the world famous Universal Studio Tour, and right there in front of us is a tram full of guests staring at us.
Hello!
Hi, Studio Tour.
Oh, this is so cool. Do you know what else I'm excited for?
Tell me.
I'm thrilled to be in this legendary spot known as Courthouse Square. It may not look like much now, but for our show, Rutherford Falls, an incredible team of artists, designers, and builders transformed it into a fictional community where our awesome characters live.
That's right. Our production team brought in street lamps, props, window dressings, painted the sidewalks, and put up decorations to trick your eye into thinking this town is real, when in fact, it is fake.
Yeah, Ed, am I real?
Yes, you are, Jenna. Now, here on the left, you are seeing City Hall, but if you look up, you'll notice, very noticeably, is the clock tower. And that is the clock tower from Back to the Future. Now, this does look a little different than it did in Back to the Future, and that's because when Ghost Whisperer came in, they put a facade over the front, a false front, because they realized that it would just be way too recognizable. But here's some more things that have filmed here in Courthouse Square. But we are now driving through the heart of the Metro sets, Metropolitan sets for long, which is often used as a stand-in for the city of New York. Now, I may be an expert on this area, but there is no bigger expert than my co-host, Jimmy Fallon.
Hey everyone, welcome to New York! I got my start right here in New York on Saturday Night Live. This is actually my old neighborhood. Once got mugged over there. An old woman, tough lady. This is my favorite hot dog guy. Hey buddy, how's it going? Remember me? No. Just like old times. Gotta love New York City. I'm walking here! It's cool, guys. I was just walking there. So it's not exactly New York, but a lot of times when you see New York in the movies, it was shot right here on the Universal Metro sets. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Even if you make it here on the Universal lot.
But from the concrete jungle of the Metro sets to the more legitimate jungle of Skull Island, here is Peter Jackson.
It's the original King Kong that made me want to direct movies. I saw that movie on TV when I was about 8 or 9 years old, and I wanted to become a filmmaker. I like films that just take you away from your real life and sweep you up an adventure. Kong literally does that. I mean, you're on board the ship, you're sailing to a lost island, you're encountering monsters and creatures from, prehistoric times. So I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to Skull Island, and it's great to have you along for the ride. Now, we have created this 3D immersive experience, so you're going to have your glasses ready. Don't put them on yet, but just have them in your hand because we're about to return to Skull Island.
And just a reminder to remain in your seats at all times. Keep all your limbs inside the vehicle. And absolutely no flash photography as it does spook the dinosaurs. But get ready, everybody, because we are about to enter Skull Island.
How'd you like it?
How cool is that? I know, right? The dinosaurs were like, oh, and King Kong's like, oh, and you were all like, this is amazing. So what you just experienced was brought to you by Peter Jackson and his team at Weta Digital, which is a New Zealand-based digital effects company. Now, you may not have heard of them, but you have most definitely heard of their work. Weta Digital has 5 Academy Awards and have been nominated for many more. You might recognize their work from Rise of the Planet of the Apes, the Lord of the Ring trilogy, the Hobbit trilogy, Avengers Endgame, Avatar, and most recently their work was seen in The Batman, starring Robert Pattinson. All 3 hours of it.
With a Project Studio tour, the audience is in the middle of the environment. They're looking at all directions, there's creatures coming at them, they're seeing Kong from this side and T-Rexes from the other side.
Working on a movie, we always know where people are looking. They're looking straight ahead, they're looking at the shot that we're working on.
Here you have to take into account that people are looking in all directions.
Also, one of the things about this, a lot of the movies that we're used to working on, there's no cuts. because it's one giant shot. This tram that's driving along through Skull Island is where the camera's from. This ring represents where the screen is 10 meters away.
We're already creating about 50 minutes of a feature film. That'll